Alright, so here's what I think what we should do is what we did last time and just... Well, first let's roll off and see who first player is. Just to kind of start that ball going. Not me. Can I steal one of those? What?
Ooh. That's the plot.
Why, did you guys get the same score? Because I wasn't looking, I was looking at cupcakes. Oh, but candy is falling on the floor.
No.
Alright.
Wow, can somebody roll a double digit? Did you guys roll
We
double
both
digit?
rolled 17s.
Oh.
Oh.
I like that it flashes when you hit 20, but it should have like sad trombone when you roll one.
That would be awesome.
Somebody needs to invent that die.
I know.
I still need to do the stupid is real t-shirt about. Did I send you that message?
Yeah.
It was just a comment somebody made at work. Because people were being so dumb and she's just like, stupid is real. And I'm like, that needs to be a t-shirt.
Yep.
It's also truth. Please review.
First hero.
And start of the hero phase. Which I still haven't seen. We haven't run into any scenarios where you technically need that to keep track of anything. But
Well, because this can get moved or get taken, so you might forget.
That's a good point. And then when they start, okay, that makes sense.
Because if you play your strike, you take this.
Yep. And then
So
that would have to move to
this stays here until
until the next round.
until it comes back around.
That makes sense.
Because they're planning ahead for people with absolutely no short-term memory.
Well, it can get pretty confusing
so
if
us.
you.
Yeah.
So
Like I
good.
said, all right.
What was that game? There's a game where like the first player can move like constantly, and we were just like, oh, whose turn is it? Okay, so we'll start with Beth and go around the table and introduce your name and then what your powers are, and then what your quirk is.
Okay. Well, I am Master Rainbow.
I love it.
My power is Prism Dome. It's an attack defense where I can deal 5 damage to a character within range of 3. And if I am injured, I can attach my little doohickey to a character, which will then prevent all damage to that character. And I discard it at the end of the villain phase. So it doesn't last long, but whatever. And I also have the ability to reduce damage dealt to me by 2.
Nice.
And my POW's actions deal 1 extra damage.
Go for that.
Which this is not a POW, which is very annoying. Neither is my main.
I think you and I only have one POW.
Yeah, the only POW we have is Superpower, which is really irritating.
Yep.
Because I could really use another POW. But I don't have one.
I got 2.
You got 2. See, that's not fair. You get 2 POWs.
He's a
Well, it's
mutant,
'cause I'm a
so it
mutant.
makes sense.
Alright.
Oh, she has to do your quirk.
Yeah.
And I am a former sidekick, which I don't understand how come it comes against me, but okay. I'm a former sidekick, so that after a hero sitting to my left or right KOs a minion, I must offer them a high 5.
And if you don't see it, you'll hear it.
Yep. And 10 years on a mountain and a lot of self-help books have granted me serenity.
Is that your catchphrase?
Boy, G-Bear.
That's awesome.
Alright.
Patty cakes.
So,
Super lovely.
over here, we have the Naked Rhino. So my power is Rampage. And it allows me to deal 7 damage to a character within range 1. And I may also discard my lovely little tokeny thing to deal 5 damage to another character within range 1. So basically I can smack 2 people around.
Nice.
I also, as a mutant, have the secondary mutant power, which is the Sumatran Shuffle. Which allows me to move 3 and attach my lovely little token to my hero. So it basically allows me to regain that momentum.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I also, being naked, may prevent all damage dealt to me by other heroes through awkwardness. And after I KO a hero, that hero loses 2 fame because they were just beaten by a naked dude.
A naked rhino.
A naked rhino.
That's awesome.
A naked rhino dendrophiliac, it seems. But anyway. And tying into my lovely quirk, which is awkward catchphrase, which is that I have to say my catchphrase after every time I activate my superpower. My catchphrase is, every day is my birthday, say hello to my little friend.
Oh, that's wrong.
I know.
Everything about that is so wrong.
I know. Alright.
Alright. So you read like the first one and the second one for your catchphrase? Is that okay?
Yep.
So I am Robo Lord.
I love that name.
And as Ian pointed out, it's more like Robo Lady. This nice Madonna cones there.
Yep.
But the superpower is Third Wind.
I think it's supposed to be Austin Powers.
Yeah, fembots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Looks
thinking.
like a fembot.
Yeah. So Third Wind deals 6 damage to a character within range 2. Retrieve a basic action for each injury you have. And then my, I guess, secondary power. After
Your trigger, yeah.
trigger is after you defend with an equip action, you may deal 1 damage to a villain. Catchphrase is loading combat protocols. 1 moment, please. There is no word for fatigue on my planet.
Then why do you have a loading time?
Yeah.
Because fatigue is called reboot.
Fair.
No blue screen.
The quirk is easily
Terrible.
impressed. After another hero activates their superpower, I must clap and give them a compliment.
Awesome. I am playing Captain Phantom. I almost went with Beef Phantom, but I'll go with Captain Phantom because it's the ability I think will be helpful.
That sounds like a real thing.
Right. Okay, so I have Phantasmo Clone, which is my superpower, and it's got a lot to it. So it's normally what it does is I deal 5 damage to a character within range 1. I can also deal 5 damage to a character within range 1 of my hero token. And then if I do that, I discard the hero token. The hero token is my clone. If I take an injury, I leave a clone behind in any space.
Okay.
So if I get injured, I can panic and throw a clone up, I guess, and run away. And then that clone will stay out until I do damage with it. Once I do damage with that clone, it comes back to me and I have to get injured again. Hopefully it won't get injured, but if I do, I can potentially wreak some havoc. And then my trigger power is after I activate my superpower, I can move 1 and retrieve a basic action without having to rest, which is kind of nice. And so my catchphrase is the army? No. I was captain of the debate team my senior year. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. And then my quirk is low budget sound effects. Not sure how I'm doing the sound effects because I don't have a mouth.
They're phantom noises.
There we go. Whenever you play a basic action during the hero phase, you must make a sound effect.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I wish I'd known I was going to have that because I would have put it on my phone just for fun because all I have is the sad trombone and the sound effects. But yeah, so those are our things. And so our scenario that we're doing is Bedlam at Zeta City Asylum, where I don't know if you want to read the headline like you did before because it was pretty fun.
Can you do the little tickety tick, breaking news sound effect? Because you might as well practice your low budget sound effects.
You mean like what is that sound effect?
That's the thing. I'm like, I have it, but I can't.
It's 2 different sound effects because it's like the sounds of the typewriter, and then it's like
Zeta City, breaking news. A mass exodus at the Zeta City Asylum has guards running for their lives and staff held hostage. Police are attempting to detain the escapees, some of whom are Zeta City's most wanted in disguise. With the champions holding a roast for recently retired Fastodon, the world's fastest mammoth, who will stop this madness? Or will chaos rule the day?
With us, chaos will rule the day.
Even if we stop the madness, chaos will still rule the day.
We'll just replace it with new madness. There's like 2 pages of rules for this crap, so let's find out why.
There's a lot of madness out there.
Yes. So a hero, we've already set up everything except for the villain doesn't get set up in this one. They appear. So a hero may rescue a bystander by ending his movement on a space with an event token. So that's what those 3 are. So there's only 3 bystanders. That's not too bad. As long as there's no villain on the board, ignore abilities that would only affect a villain, which I don't think any of us have. So, if a hero would KO a henchman and the villain is not on the board, flip over the next counter token. When the number 1 counter token is revealed, immediately replace the henchman with a villain pawn before continuing to resolve the action of that KO'd henchman. Draw villain AB cards for this villain. The villain has 15 HP. The hero who KO'd the henchman instead deals that much damage to the villain. If the hero used an ability or action that only KO'd the henchman without dealing damage, or only dealt damage to minions, then that hero deals 5 damage to the villain, just generic 5 damage.
Okay.
Then shuffle the numbered event tokens together face down and place them near the villain cards. Place the replaced henchman back in the supply. So he becomes like kind of one of those sub-villains, potentially.
So he becomes a villain for...
Yeah. The game does not end when the first villain is KO'd.
Right.
When a hero KOs a villain, he takes the villain AB cards and places them at the bottom of the hero mat by the achievements section and continues playing. Check below for end of game rules. Okay, so there's some end of game stuff that we need to do. But I'll read the other 2 rules first. So you'll take those cards instead of the henchman, because normally we put them in our achievements.
Right.
You want to, because you're going to get, I think you get 3 points every time you KO a villain. So if you kill a bunch of them, you could potentially get 3 points each time, plus the damage that you dealt.
Well, you get 3 points there, and then you get 2 in the one, I assume. So it's...
But you actually get fame for killing.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
at the end you turn it in as if you turn, because you get the
Oh,
token.
right. Nice.
So instead of taking this, because it'll still be doing stuff,
Right.
you take the cards instead.
Oh, cool.
That's neat. Okay, so
KO or villain, 3 points.
Yep.
KO or henchman, 2 points.
plus
That's
the fame
in-game
stuff.
scoring.
Because the fame's immediate, this is the end stuff. So you'll get, normally what you do if you KO the villain, you're just like, and then whatever your fame crap is.
Because the game's over.
Okay, so if a villain moves off the board, he escapes. Remove the villain AB cards from the board. Set those cards aside to note how many villains have escaped and continue playing. Interesting. If a henchman moves off the board, it escapes. Put it back in the supply. This must be how they move. Look, they're literally trying to run off the board.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Yeah. When the threat track reaches 21, right there, resolve its effect and move the threat disc back to the top.
Seriously. They
Yeah.
expect us to take a long time, don't they?
Yep. Now the game ends when any one of these 4 conditions are met. 3 total villains are killed. KO'd. They don't actually
Okay.
die, guys.
Now we beat them up
Or
and we take them to jail.
3 villains escape. If 3 villains escape, all the heroes lose. The villains wreak havoc on the city. If there are 2 or fewer henchmen available when the threat track states to place more on the board, which we shouldn't have to deal. Oh, well, you never know, because there could be a bunch of them out there eventually, and the bag is limited. So, or there are no more underlings in the supply or on the board. So we don't have very many right now, but apparently they're going to start swarming. That's interesting. That will happen once we, like, if you notice, there's some stuff that will happen when we hit into the yellow and the red sections. All right, so that is our scenario. We shall do things that are heroic. But first we have to pick where we're going to start. So starting with Beth, you can start in one of these locations. We start at the bottom of the board and we work our way up.
We start at the bottom of the board and work our way up. Alright.
Yeah. Why can't you pass through the space with the TV? You can walk around the TV. You can move the TV. It's not that
I
big of a
know,
TV.
you would think that you would...
Heaven forbid, the chessboard should stop you from walking. I mean,
I can still... Well, if you ever... You know, before there were Legos, they were checkers.
that's a good point.
So I'm going to start on the blue, because it's blue, and I'm blue.
It took me way too long to figure out that was a water fountain ripped off the wall. This, to me, from this angle, looks like an arm.
I thought it was a
it's
robot.
So
That's
it's
a water fountain?
Yeah, it's a water fountain.
I thought it
I
was
was like,
a
so I
walking
thought it was like
machine.
someone like Hydro. I thought it was like someone like Hydro or someone like punching a wall. Like,
So,
Wow.
artist who designed this particular scenario, we are sorry, because obviously we all suck. We're like, I thought it was a washing machine. I thought it was a robot.
I thought it was a person with an arm and a water body.
I thought it was human remains. All right, where would you like to start, Red?
Well,
I mean,
it
Rhino.
seems-
Red Rhino.
Naked Rhino will start charging this way.
All right, you put yourself on the red line.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I guess all the cool kids are going on that color.
I guess I'll watch some TV.
It makes sense. You are going last this first round, so you might as well relax and watch some TV.
That's a good point. All right, so now we do stuff.
Okay.
I'll take an action, and then the villains do something, potentially.
Alright. I can do that, can't I? Yes. It's kind of silly, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, it's just a minion. No, no, I'm gonna do it. I am. It's a kind of a waste, but oh, that's right. I can do this one. Oh, that works. So I'm going to charge. So I move 1. But since I am the first hero, I can move 2.
Yep.
So now I deal 4 damage to a character within range 1. This little minion is
which should
within,
kill him because I think they only have 4.
They only have
Yep.
4, so I can kill that little minion. And yeah, that was my move.
So you beat
Whoops, I pressed the
you beat a
wrong thing.
henchman or an underling? Is that an
That
underling?
is
Underling.
an underling, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So
Henchmen
that
are
gives
the
you
big
one
ones.
Same.
Yeah, 1 fame. Sorry, hang on.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I know.
I have to get superpower because for some reason I have surge. Do you have surge? I think I gave the wrong thing.
I have
to you.
surge.
You do have it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mutant power, surge. Where the heck is superpower? I can't find the superpower card. Oh, it's down here. There we go. Because I'm not supposed to have surge.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, you have superpower.
I was like, why does this makes no sense? It doesn't work for me at all. I'm like, wait a minute.
I forget what the numbers and the powers mean.
The
numbers
numbers
is
are
your
your
defense.
the
That's your
stamina.
That's right.
So if you take damage, that's how much you can block by throwing it away.
That makes sense.
All right.
So
All right. So I am going to activate my mutant power, which does not trigger my catchphrase. It's only my superpower that does. To do the Sumatran Shuffle, which is going to move me 3, 1, 2, 3, and it will attach my little token to me, which I guess I'll put there.
technically, it's supposed to be underneath your character.
Oh, it's supposed to be underneath my
Yeah.
character?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you attach it to a character, it's on the that's attached to the character.
I'm not used to you being able to reach the board.
Yeah, no, right.
So I was like, ooh, let me do it.
I'm gonna maneuver. So I'm gonna move 4. Become the first hero or it says retrieve in action. So
Right.
moves-
You don't have
You
any.
don't have
that
to.
was your first card you just discarded.
Oh, okay. So
You
I guess
take-
I'll
you
become
would-
the first hero. Thank you. And then we just have a look at the discard pile.
Yep. You have your.
Yep.
That's your.
Do that one. All right. I guess I will also maneuver, which will let me do exactly what she just did. So I'm going to. I found what I want to use for that. It's a big movement. So all right.
So do you end up being able to gain this card twice?
No.
Why does it have two things?
You have to remove both of them to
Oh,
get
to
it.
get it,
Both
that's
you have
right,
to
okay.
basically clear it. So once it's cleared,
That makes sense. I get it.
then you get to have it. All right. So let me first figure out where I'm going to go. 1, 2, 3. Or I'm going 2, 3, 4. Potentially block. Because you'll be blocking that one. All right. Did I move 4? 3, 4. And I will take the first hero token just because I don't have a thing.
Okay, now we're back to me. Start of the hero phase.
Yep.
So start.
Oh, it's villain phase.
Right.
And then that will come
That's
to
what
me
I mean.
because the
That's
hero
what I mean.
phase is
We're
done.
back to here. This
Yep.
is the end.
Alright, so advance the track and then something happens. Patience flee. Move all henchmen and the villain, who is not on the board right now, so that doesn't matter. So all henchmen 2 spaces along their arrowed path. If they would move off the board, they have escaped. So this one moves here,
Yeah, moves right under me.
and I think one moves on to me.
No.
No,
Close.
one right
in
before
front of
you.
you.
Oh, okay. He's still gonna be able to attack me though.
Mm-hmm.
One moves on to me.
I'm actually safe.
Well, no, it'll hit her too.
Yeah.
And then the villain's attack. So we'll just go around the board.
Mm-hmm.
So
And how-
mine will do, Because they attack within range 1, right?
That's the question. Is it range 1? I think
Pretty
it is.
sure it is.
I'm pretty sure
I'll
it is
double
too.
check just to be safe. But I think they,
Mhm.
if they're on your space or within range 1 of you, they smack you one.
I
Yeah, they
think
do
no,
because we got hit by all the stuff all around us before.
because the henchmen have 2 attack and the underlings have 1 attack.
Yeah, henchmen do potentially 2 damage,
Okay.
and underlings potentially, so it would be 2 injuries,
Mm-hmm.
and underlings do 1. Yep, it's within range 1. And remember, when you do your blocking, you want to calculate all damage so
Mhm.
that you're not having to play
Mhm.
multiple cards, which you still might have to, but
Mhm.
so you are potentially taking, well, actually it's me first, so I'm potentially taking
3.
2. Oh, 3 because
You
there's
have-
one little dude.
You have a
God, I want to block some and take some.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I do that, I lose 1 defense, I think, for each injury. Is it 1 defense or 1 attack? It's 1 defense next time. Let me just make sure I'm reading this doing this correctly. Okay, whenever hero total damage is increased by 1 for each injury you have, and then you lose 2 fame for each injury you have. You can't really get.
But
rid
that's
of
the end
injuries.
of that's the end of the game.
Yeah, but that's the end of the game. It still sucks.
You can get rid of them.
Um,
There are things that make you get rid of them.
I don't think I have anything that lets you get rid of an injury.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Granted,
Yeah.
you can only get rid of 1, but that might.
Well, that's fine, because I only want to take 1. I just want to get my clone out there.
Hmm.
But if I do that...
I mean, you'll probably get them eventually.
yeah, that's true. And then when you block, you get to move if you do that.
Hmm?
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I want to use the
Oh,
block card yet.
if you want to use the costume one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't get a block card.
You don't have block in your costume? Nope. No, it's.
Oh, I
no,
have block. Oh,
Yeah.
right. He's thinking it's a block
no,
card.
It's ability on the side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I
Costume
am.
and deflect. We have that do it.
I don't have to block.
Right, that's a special card.
Yep, I'm gonna
I
use
just need to power instead.
block. Yep, I am.
Oh, all 3 of you are the same kind of hero.
Yeah.
Use block. I just block it all, which will let me move. I think 1.
You gonna stand on him?
I am gonna stand on him.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 5 HP. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Henchmen are a little bit tougher to kill.
That's all right. I can deal with that.
Mm-hmm. So that's you?
Yes. And then now it's you. Sorry. So we're just gonna go around from first player on.
Okay, so
You're only
that
defending
little
against
henchman
2.
is going to do 2, and I can reduce damage dealt to me by 2, so I take nothing.
Nice. Perfect.
Home.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're
so
going to
it's
take
3,
1,
right?
2, 3, yes.
Might be a little bit of overkill, but I'm going to go ahead and use my costume to block. I'm going to use that to retrieve
Mm-hmm.
my
Mhm.
power. And that will block way more than I need, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you, unfortunately, are going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna do the same thing, and my trigger allows me to deal 1 damage to a villain when I defend with an equip.
Nice.
Except there's no villain to do damage to, so.
Oh, okay. It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
it has to be an actual villain.
Okay.
And
Just
even
kidding.
if you
Well,
did
still.
1 damage, it doesn't matter because if you, they just soak it.
Yeah.
It's like the bases in Star Realms. If you don't destroy it outright, it just it's
oh,
fully
well.
healed. But you know, you can use it to take some. You can do yeah. That's it.
So, can I ask you a question? Just so I'm not wrong. Why do you have block discarded? Your the other
She
one.
just
the
used it.
deflect.
I used it last time.
There are 2 different types of block cards.
Right, but
That's ours. That we get 2 blocks.
I know, but you didn't use that.
Oh no, I didn't. That's right. This
Oh.
is just it's supposed to go under here.
No, you keep
No.
your special. It's only your epic.
It's
that
your
goes
epic
under.
that goes
It's
under.
only the card blast that goes underneath.
Oh, this just goes.
That's in your
In
hand.
Yeah, you get
Okay,
it.
I don't know why it's sitting out then. Just kidding.
Okay, I was just making sure. I'm like, you should have that.
Yeah. So you do
But
put.
you
the-
do
Oh,
put
can
the
I
other
use that
block.
one
You do
instead?
throw that
then?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could yeah.
Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you want to block that one instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it did. Oh well, either way it says villain. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And either way, if it's not enough to kill it, it isn't.
Okay. So that was boom.
Yep, that's all your stuff.
That was the turn.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I am going to activate my superpower
Mm-hmm.
to do 5 damage to the henchman I'm standing on, which doesn't technically knock him. I don't get this, right?
But well, he gets replaced by this, right?
Yes. I do get. Oh, that's 2 henchmen. So
Mhm.
do I have to do 2 henchmen at once, or just 2 total? I
No,
think
you
it's
have to do 2 total.
So I do still get this, but it doesn't. Let me make sure I'm doing this right, because we do it a little differently. And they would KO a henchman. The villain's on the board. Before this.
So these are both henchmen, the big ones and the...
No, the little ones are underlings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The big ones are
That's-
They
henchmen.
have 3 titles technically. So this is a henchman. This is an underling. They're all considered
And
minions.
This is a villain.
Got it. Okay.
And then so I don't think I have to place.
So
No,
with
he doesn't
3
place on the board yet.
So a 3 flips, so he doesn't get played.
Right. It's only when the
doesn't-
1 flips. And then if the 1 token is revealed, immediately replace the henchman with the villain pawn before continuing to resolve the action
Okay.
that KO'd the henchman. And I'm just double checking. It looks like you still get the henchman for the points, so you still get the that. And I don't think you get points right away for killing them, do you? I can't remember. I think it's only at the end of the game.
Yeah, you do. It's in-game score. So the in-game.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's only in-game scoring. So so I do. Okay, so 2. That's right. And then your number, and then you get most underling. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Okay. I'm going to activate my superpower and use Prism Dome to zap that puppy. Actually, you just finished them, so...
Yep, you started
Yeah.
though. It's too late. I was waiting for you to start. So you have to move it down one.
Yeah, and I was checking
I
yours.
was like, wait a minute.
I was checking yours because you didn't make a sound.
It's because I didn't...
Did you-
I did. Is that a basic?
That's
Epic?
That's what I was
Yeah.
checking for, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it was an
I
epic.
was
You
like,
didn't
wait a
need
minute,
to.
I didn't have to. I
Wait.
can, but...
For your.
So did anyone use their superpower?
Actually, she did.
I did.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
used my
But she did,
superpower.
yeah.
Okay.
So.
I forgot what everybody's stuff is.
Yeah.
Yours is,
Mine is after I've used my superpower.
Yeah,
So.
so I thought.
Where the other ones who use it. Okay. So yeah, I destroy this one,
Okay.
and he gets replaced.
Womp, womp, womp. And you get 2 points. So you are on 5. Nope, you're on 4. Apparently, when I look at crossword puzzles, the black
Wait.
is actually a block.
She'd be on 3.
She's on 3. Okay. Wait, no, she gets 2
She
points.
was on
didn't
1, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh,
one,
that's
2,
right.
3.
Sorry.
I mean, I'll take it.
Right? I mean.
I've had a very long work week.
Mhm.
May not be obvious, but I have.
Mhm.
Holy crap.
All right, so now,
Alright, so now we get to find out what kind of villain we have.
Yes.
And they get 15 health, so wherever the health thingies went.
so this gets shuffled
These
back
all,
in.
no, they all get taken off for now.
I thought they got shuffled
They,
back in.
they
because-
do get
yeah.
shuffled, but they get put over by the cards. So I'm going to put, we draw our villains. So we have caveman, something, something. Let's just pull from the middle, see what we get. Big bad caveman.
Bad caveman.
So his.
He deals 6 damage. Wow.
Yeah, it's called Neander Brawl. Deals 6 damage to each hero whose active action has a stamina greater than a die roll.
Mm-hmm.
It says get ready for a prehistoric pounding.
Pummeling.
Is it pummeling?
Mhm.
I'm very blind.
Mhm.
Okay, so, and then that is during the damage phase. And when they talk about your active action, it's whatever your most recent discarded action is. And then this villain deals -2 damage to each hero with 4 or more actions in their hand all the time.
Plus
Plus
2.
2.
Is it +2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of actions in your
Jeez.
hand, you,
Alright.
he actually will deal
More damage.
8 damage to you if you have the stamina that's too high.
The bigger is better. Badder is best.
Mhm.
He sucks. And we need 15 HP.
And technically, you dealt some to him already, though.
Not me, she did. She
Right.
did.
Right, but
Instead of doing the damage to the henchman, so you don't get the 2 points. That's right. It's different for you because
Yeah, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
technically, it's not a henchman; it's the villain.
this time it's the villain. So so
The
that
henchman
henchman,
just goes back into the pool.
yeah, he comes back.
Dive into the pool.
But you did how much damage did you do to this guy? 5. So you already did 5 to the villain.
I did 6 technically.
Oh, okay. So
My
you
power,
used
because it's a POW, so
That's fine.
it does 1 more.
Yep.
So added 6 damage to him.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And these we're gonna kind of mix up again. Whoops.
Need more ones. We're still gonna have one of those.
We will stack them up. Yeah.
Okay.
So when do the new guys come out? Like, when do the new henchmen come out? Oh, it must be on this. With the red patients flood the door, starting with one.
Place
Place
henchman.
henchman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so
So
that's
a
why we
couple
need
turns.
these. Yep.
All right.
Alright, that makes sense now. I was like, how did that happen?
Alright. So, I'm going to activate my superpower because every day is my birthday. Say hello to my little friend. And so I am going to deal my 7 damage to this lovely henchman here.
Okay.
Which, does
There's
that
a
not
villain-
reflect?
there's
a
a
villain
villain
out,
on
so
the
he's
board,
a
so-
normal.
Once he gets killed.
Thank you. And then I will go ahead and discard my lovely attached thing
Red.
to deal another 5 to another one within 1 of me, which will be this little dude. So that is a total of 3 points for me.
Perfect.
And that's my turn.
Nice.
How much health do they have?
The underlings have 4 HP and do 1 damage, and the henchmen have 5
5
HP and
Indeed.
do 2
Okay.
Lovely. Yep.
Indeed. Alright, and now that that's done, I'm going to beverage myself up. Because thankfully, mine doesn't require me to be paying attention to what other people are doing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
Mine either.
strike the guy next to me. Become the first hero, deal 5 damage to a character within range 1. So that'll kill this guy.
Take him away. You
He
keep him.
goes on your board.
You keep him.
Oh, just
Under your
kidding.
achievements,
Okay.
and then you get a point.
You get 1 point.
Alright, so villain phase. Alright, all henchmen and the villain go two spaces, so this guy leaves you alone. He doesn't retaliate. I'm about to escape though.
Mm-hmm.
These guys aren't. And then they attack. So I could potentially take one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see something real quick. What does blast do?
It does a good amount of damage.
Whoa. It's a lot of damage. I'm just trying to think of when I should do other things. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna take my damage. I'm gonna leave my clone right here.
Okay.
That's my
Mm-hmm.
thing. If I'm injured,
Mm-hmm.
I think that works. Oh wait, no, I don't think that works. Does it?
No,
How
I
does
think
that work?
you actually have to use your power.
Yeah. Well, I did. I used it the last turn. I used it this current turn. So wouldn't that work? Because
But you weren't injured when you use your power.
You can't be injured when you use your power. That's the thing. It's just
Now
like
you're
if
injured. If you use your power, you're injured. That would trigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, then I won't put it there yet. All right, now because I'm like, how does that work? Okay. So I kind of want to keep that injury for a while then,
Mm-hmm.
or do I want to? Because now potentially damage is a +1 for me.
Well, that's crap.
But my damage isn't messed up. It's just the damage that comes to me. So yeah, I'm going to keep that injury. Yep, I'm going to take it. Because it's just 1 right now, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't take anything because there's nobody near me. So.
Does
Yep.
the villain only damage the people near him?
It's within a, well, I don't know.
No,
his
he
powers-
does damage
Oh,
to...
he needs to roll. We need
Yeah.
to roll.
Yep, so if your active is greater than... Oh, shit. If your active is
everybody's
greater
gonna
than
take
5...
these
Everybody-
Unless you can block.
Right, I'm just saying everybody's going
So
to
I
take
have
damage
to
from him.
actually do one of these. So hang on. I'm going to throw...
Yeah, the problem is that how many of you have 4 or more actions? Because
I don't.
That's
You're the only
don't.
or
What's...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, deal 5 damage. Oh, sorry, wait a minute.
Because it's literally unblockable, actually. Because of...
For us, it is completely unblockable, yes.
I also messed up. Can I mulligan? Because I should be 1 space ahead of where I am. Because of this. I was supposed to move, because I used my superpower. And I was supposed to move 1 and receive a basic action. Which could impact me for damage, so maybe I don't want to do it, but I kind of do want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that, you will take extra 2 points of damage.
Right.
Yeah, but I can block it.
Yeah.
I'm almost wondering.
Can you, though? Because unless you have an 8 stamina card, you can't block.
You can block with more than 1 card. You can those make cards you
Oh, you
want.
can. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy.
It's just, is it worth it to get back the basic? Like, would I get, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Hang on one second, let me just see. Kind of would be. Because I'd be taking, if I did that, I would be taking what? I'm taking 1 automatically. So what's the bonus that we would take if
Right now,
6 from him, but what do
right
we get
now-
from having 4 more cards?
right
2
now,
more
you're
damage.
taking 6. If you
Right.
pick up a card, you will take 8.
Okay. That's what I need to know. Sorry, hang on.
And actually, doesn't the injury make you take more damage, or no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that would be 9.
It would it wouldn't in this turn because I'm being injured this turn. I put it on here.
Oh,
already
you
when I'm
put it
being
on there
injured.
from
Yeah.
the injury from the last thing.
It's from this guy, so I'm taking whatever he does to
Technically,
me.
right now, she's taking 7 damage, and she's assuming she's not blocking it, but
Yeah.
because technically she's taking 7 damage, and she hasn't taken that yet.
Correct.
Because she actually has.
But if I have the 4 cards, I would be taking 9
Right.
potentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have to retrieve a basic action if I do the move 1.
Oh, really? The hench? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just got surrounded.
And
by
you have to
henchmen.
move 1.
I'm fine with moving. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm gonna not mulligan then. I'm just gonna deal with the potential.
So now you're
6,
taking 7.
7. So, all right. So I'm going to block with. Sorry, hang on a second.
Resting allows me to reclaim all my powers.
Yeah.
Yes, you take all your cards back.
But it's basically a.
You waste a turn,
It's your,
but
it's your
right.
turn. Mm-hmm.
okay. So I'm going to throw away the 6 and take the 1. So I am going to still take the injury.
I forget how those go away. Oh, right, because they go away when you...
When you get
Yeah.
a headline. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So right now I am looking at 8 points of damage.
Deflect is sad. I guess if you're blocking though, you can just deal the damage, which is neat. But maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
If I do that, that's actually 1 more. That might actually be 1 more damage.
And the actual points of damage don't matter for anything other than blocking, right?
Correct.
It's just if you end up taking the damage, you get injury.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think I might just eat this turn.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not worth trying to block 12 points of freaking damage right now.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
because he's
How
surrounded.
are you guys calculating this damage? I'm sorry.
Right now,
The villain's doing everybody
Yeah,
6
'cause they're-
damage if their active power.
yeah, right now he's
Is
doing
over-
everybody
is 3 or
because we're
higher.
all over 3.
Yeah. So he's doing 6 to all
He's
of us.
doing 6 to everybody. The people who have more than have at least 4 cards in their hand, he's dealing 2 more to. So that's why
really-
we're getting 8 at a pop.
And then
Okay,
I've
yeah,
got
I
2
can't
henchmen
read
around
that
me
far.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden, so... that
And there are
means
other
that-
people surrounding you. You have nobody else around you, so you're only going to take the damage from the villain.
So just 6.
So he's going to do the 6 to you, that's all. So I'm looking at 8. So I'm going to... I reduce it by 2 automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at 6, so I'm going to block it with my costume, and I'm going to take back my basic action
Mhm.
instead of
Instead of
this.
moving.
Yes, I was going to move. Actually, I know. I actually I'm still tempted because I actually will deal more damage with this. I'll actually deal more damage with this. Yeah, I'm actually. It's horrible, but I will deal 1 more damage. So I'm just gonna take the move instead.
This is going to be interesting.
We're dealing one.
I'm trying to beat the crap out of him before he gets away.
I will deal 1 more point of damage if I use this card instead of that card. So.
Yep.
And I don't take anything because I blocked 7 and I soaked 2. So what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm literally taking it.
Okay.
There's literally no point to my wasting any cards trying to stop it. So.
Okay.
Because
Oh, that's true. I didn't even have to throw away my
hand.
card, did I? Because I was taking the injury.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. Forgot about that. I was like, I don't have to divide it up. I want the injury, so I wasted all that time trying to figure it out. Yeah. I'm smart.
So you're facing 6 damage. You're gonna block it.
I'm gonna block and retrieve my basic.
Okay. I think we're all done.
I think so.
And she's the one who she took the first player, and she's the only one who did. So she's actually first player.
I didn't realize you did. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. You shoot the fire back, so you need this. Just kind of keep it near you.
I'm gonna.
You can.
No, it wouldn't be enough. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to attack the villain.
You can't move far enough to attack the villain.
No, because all I have is charge. Even though I'm first player, it only gives me 2. So 1. Actually,
And you don't have a range of 2, right? That's probably the damage.
Yeah, she does. Oh, no, with the charge. The charge doesn't let you do that. I don't think.
yeah, it doesn't.
It's with range 1.
4 damage within range 1.
Mhm.
So. Can you use more than one? You said you can use one with a card to block, but can you use more than one card?
You use one
Yeah.
card.
No, I use one card for action.
That's
So
what
your
I
blocks,
thought.
you're basically throwing away cards. So they,
Right.
of course, let you throw away as many
Yeah.
as you want.
Okay.
Because then it forces you to take a rest.
I'm just gonna activate my superpower and deal 6 to him. So.
So you're gonna kill an henchman.
Henchman.
So that is 2.
He just straight up
And that
dies.
was my superpower.
You're not sitting to my left or right.
Oh, just kidding. Okay.
Plus, you don't want a reminder. You're not supposed
How
to.
long does she have?
Till
Until the next turn.
until next something action happens, even if it's her own or ours, but it doesn't matter. She only has to worry about Ian and I.
Okay.
I mean, she can worry about you if she wants, but she
I mean, do
doesn't
you
have to.
want? Are you feeling
I
left
wanna
out?
be
left out.
Okay.
You're in the corner. You don't get a high five.
I mean, if you're
No
feeling
one was
left out.
Robo-load in the corner.
That's a different character.
That's a totally different character.
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
out there, get that from Chipotle.
Alright.
And you come from Chipotle and you get them robo-loads. Oh my god. Okay, so I am going to use charge. But I'm gonna, because I'm a phantom, I'm not running, I'm just like... And I do 4 damage to that guy. So that kills him, right? Yeah, because he's an
He's
underling.
an underling. He only does 4. So yeah.
I'll get
Oh,
1
underling.
point. You technically didn't have to do that, did you? Because he wasn't a henchman?
No,
Oh, it's
a
anybody?
minion.
Oh,
It's a
alright.
minion.
And I will gain 1 point. So we're making a little stack of color. It's a rainbow. But we're leaving the rainbow behind. That's weird. You're just blasting us forward. You're like...
Care Bear stairs.
And I'm going to put myself on the correct space, because apparently I was really inching towards the 5, and that is my action. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. So I'm going to strike, which lets me become the first hero.
Do you get one too?
Nope, that stays
Nope.
there so you keep track of when the round technically ends.
Okay.
And so you can tell
So
when
I
you
can
went
deal
first.
5 damage
Wow.
to him,
Almost killed him before he escapes.
Gives you your.
which is what I'm trying to do.
Yep, you
And
get this.
Now I've dealt damage to. Now I've dealt 10
10
damage to a villain.
That's nice. That's
Mhm.
nice. That's a nice blast.
Yep. And that's kind of. Actually, I could have gotten it even with the 4 damage, but oh well.
Meh.
Um,
Nothing wrong with a teeny bit of overkill.
Mhm.
You know, they're bad guys.
mhm.
Alright. So, my turn?
Yes.
Alright. I am also going to strike! Take the first hero. And I will punch this henchman right in his nozzle.
This nozzle, I love it.
So that gives you 2 KO'd
Gives
henchmen.
me 2 KO.
And now he's finally at 5, where I
So
thought
I'm
he
going
should
to
have
use this to activate my
Mutant
power, my Sumatran shuffle. So I will move 3
Can be right up to the next one.
and get attach this to this.
Very nice. Alright, so now it is the villains.
Now to rescue the bystanders, you have to get them or do we have to take them out?
You have to
You,
be on
you
the
just
space.
land on the
You have
space.
to stand
That's all
on
you
That's
have
what I
to
thought.